sharing self-care tips for people that are 50 plus. That would put me in that category, and maybe it puts you in that category as well. I'm Marilyn Chapman, and I'm so excited to share some really encouraging things for you to do in self-care as we get older. And self-care is so good for mind, body, and spirit. We need it. And we need it especially in these times where things are changing daily. And so today I want to just share some really great tips that I've got for you. I've written some of them down because there's so many of them. So just remember this, that you are unique. So what will help one person may not help you, but you can discover things that will help you to take good self-care of yourself, and it's so important. And you know, it's so much easier when we're younger to actually do these things. For some reason, everything changes in our body as we get older, and it is the determination of the will to actually give yourself some good self-care, because it's so important in order to manage several things. Like I said, mind, body, and spirit. You need to actually be healthy and take care of your health. So, and I don't speak because I don't know. I'm 66 years old, and I've gone through my dips, and especially in these last couple of years, it's been so easy to dip because of what we see in our world, what's happening in our world, and how people are treating people. And so it's so important to practice good self-care. And what that does for you is that good self-care will actually help your mind transition into being kind to others and not polarizing people, which is common these days. And hopefully that'll change. But remember, you're unique and individual, and what I'm going to share with you may not resonate with you, but it might. So first of all, recognize that you are unique. Recognize that, and this is, I'm talking about 50 plus right now to people 50 plus, but you could be younger, and this could really help you as well. So it's really important to make sure that you recharge your batteries all the time, because it's so much easier to just stay in your bubble, stay in your home and not do a thing, because not a lot is happening out there these days. And with all the restrictions we have, it's kind of like it's a lot easier, especially as we get older, to just stay home. So important to recharge your batteries. It's important for you to manage the challenges that are before you. And all of us have challenges. Doesn't matter what age you are, there's challenges. It could be challenges in your family. It could be challenges in your health. It could be challenges in your workspace. There's so many challenges that we are susceptible to nowadays. So it's really important to be able to manage those challenges. And you know, we're no different than, let's say, to reset a whole telephone or reset something. We need to even, reset our own button in our life. We need to reset. Sometimes we get into such a lull that it's so difficult to actually, we feel like we're in this dark tunnel and it's way up there, and we just always see is a glimmer of light, but there's no hope for us. And you need to actually change that mindset, to actually learn to reset your buttons so that you can actually enjoy life, even through these times. There's a lot to be grateful for. There's a lot to actually enjoy. And you need to reset that button to reset your mental, physical health. It's so important, because the longer you tell yourself you're in a funk, that's exactly where you'll stay. So it's important to actually reset your button, start getting positive people around you, get out there and do something that's fun for yourself. Like, if you want to read a book during the day, read a book. if you want to actually go out for a great walk. It's amazing what fresh air will do for your mind, not just your body, but your mind. So little things like that you can do if you love yoga. Maybe your yoga studio's closed down, but guess what? There's a lot of great yoga apps that you can follow your yoga routine on from home. So exercise is such an outlet to actually change how you think and how you feel. Some of us are getting tired as we get older. I'm grateful that I'm one of those early birds and I feel really great. I mean, I do have my days where I'm a little bit more tired than other days, but take a nap if you have to. Take a 10, 15-minute cat nap if that'll help re-energize you. The other thing that's super important as we get older is that you need to have some good vitamin supplements in you. So for myself, both my husband take vitamin C, D, we take quercetin, we take NAC, we take zinc, we take a whole bunch of great stuff, and I have a probiotic 40 that I take, so plus more. So yeah, you might think, well, that's a lot of pill popping. It's all supplements, it's all good. And I juice every day. So perhaps in order for you to get the energy you need, you might want to start, if you've got a juicer, it's no big deal. Juice some vegetables, juice some fruit, and put your vitamin C or zinc or whatever in there and drink it up and you'll feel great. So important to reset things, like, if you need to call a loved one, or, that you haven't contacted for a long time because you've been in a funk, contact that loved one. If you love gardening, I mean, it's a little late here, we're in the fall, but it's something to be able to, even have a box of herbs inside by your window, talk to your plants, just, there's so many things you can do, get your hobbies going again, or if you love sewing like I do, start sewing, start doing some fun stuff that really is a no-brainer for you and that you actually quite love. And these things are just a few things, and some of us, maybe you're that person who needs to actually talk to a counselor at this time. Important to do that, to reach out, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. But, as we get older, it gets more challenging to do the things we used to do when we were 40 or, even 50. So really, really important that you start actually boosting your health through physical activity, through mental activity, through different things. Like, even if you used to love playing games, I have this game my friend recommended to me. It's called Color Cue. And it's like a Sudoku type of puzzle, but with marbles. And so it's really important to exercise your mind as well. And there's other great things you can do to exercise your mind. So I just want to come on today just to give you a bit of a boost, to encourage you, especially us elderly, going on our elderly years. Remember, 60 is the new 40. But I'm just here to encourage you to actually don't let things drag you down, because it's easy. It's easy to get dragged down by listening to media. And don't get yourself in a rut. And if you are, do whatever you can to get out of that rut. Like if you need to phone a friend, or if you need to just have a good chinwag with someone, do something, because you don't have to stay there. You don't have to stay there. And these are my self-care tips for now, for what's going on now. And they're easy to follow. And I have a whole list of them, and you probably do some of these already, but if you want my list, I'm more than happy to send it to you. And the other thing I want to say as well is, because this is part of what I do, I've heard so many women these days say, well, I don't wear makeup because I don't go anywhere. Well, do you have to go somewhere to wear makeup? Like, I wear makeup because it makes me feel good. So if it's something that makes you feel good, do it. I dress up a bit because it makes me feel good. Am I going anywhere? Not necessarily. I might, but I dress up because it makes me feel good. So do something that makes you feel good so that you don't get yourself in that mental rut where Mr. Imposter Syndrome, Mr. Negativity sits on your shoulder and tells you you can't because of your situation, all lies to you all the time. I'd boot him right off of your shoulder and let him know that you're in charge, not him, and start speaking positively. The other thing that I really rely on a lot, and I don't know, whatever your spiritual realm is, mine is God, and I rely on the Lord a lot for my daily routines, what I do. If I didn't have the Lord right now, it would be even more difficult. But you may not believe in God, but you believe in something. Go to that place of meditation and meditate on whatever makes you feel good. And then start doing those self-care tips I've given you. And I know it will change a lot of your perspective. It'll change how you feel. It'll change how you feel about other people. It'll change how you perceive what's going on in this world today. Because there's a lot to be grateful for, and it doesn't matter what age you are, there is so much good that you can be grateful for. So I hope you have a great day, and I'm going to finish off and make sure you practice those self-care tips. If you want my tips, just comment below and I'll gladly send them to you. Have a lovely day. We'll see you again soon.